Buckle up, Buttercup. Live from Gloucester, Massachusetts. Podcasting around the world. You're listening to the GloucesterCast podcast, a production of Joey Shimataro and Good Morning Gloucester Media. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the show with your host, Joey Shimataro, and his crew of merry castaways. No piping plovers will be intentionally harmed in the production of this podcast.
Good morning, Gloucester!
Good morning.
Oh,
Wow,
That was pretty good.
that's all for Paul Gamble. He's back. He's back.
He's back.
He's in the house with the Celtics, representing the Celtics. Not a fair
That's
weather
right.
fan.
Yeah.
Total respect for not being a fair
Haven't
weather
given
fan.
up hope yet.
I love it.
And I'm back because Mama Shimataro missed me.
That's
Personally from
She's-
her.
She said
So
that.
I'm here for you, Mama.
I wonder if she's
and
watching.
the ratings were dipping.
She's watching. She never misses
The
a
ratings
Joey.
were dipping. We had
Yeah.
to do something. So we were going to wheel you out no matter what.
Yeah.
You were coming in.
And I came down to see Scotty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
Yes.
to see Scotty.
Good to see
here.
Scotty.
Scotty, how you been?
But true professional. Pat's with us, manning the keyboard.
No.
Forgot my,
No Pat Cam.
No Pat Cam today?
Oh,
Just
boy.
regular old Pat. God bless her.
girl.
God bless her.
You'll have to manage somehow.
She's the best. Jimmy Delpierre is on the button.
Good morning.
Scotty didn't get here early enough to beat Jimmy to the button.
Yeah.
He did a better job than Grant Williams boxing out. He's been fighting for the button. every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So show me your technique, Jimmy. Oh, there it is.
Nice.
And back.
Smooth.
Do I have to go back?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
Smooth transition, Jimmy.
Smooth transition.
You haven't lost your touch.
He has not, and we got just for that. What a way to start. I love it. All right. We have a bunch of topics.
Whoa.
Oh,
Sleeping Beauty.
Let's wait.
I'm not moving. He's going to tell me to move.
Sleeping
No,
Beauty.
I see. It says right here.
Yeah, there it is. Oh,
Hey.
hey, buddy. We matched.
There's the missing link.
We-
Paul Gamble.
No, we like your hair just the
Yeah,
way it
you
is.
look
Have a
like-
seat.
You look like the bride of Frankenstein right now.
Listen,
Here it is. I
Remember
really
the bride of Frankenstein.
I really don't mind. My hair looks about like Jimmy's chest does.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
accurate. Oh no, actually, yeah. He's trimmed up. He's not. He's
Look at
looking
that.
Oh, he said my chest.
good. He's looking good.
Look at that.
That's a prize.
It's a
Oh,
prize.
yeah,
That's a prize.
Well, you can wear it for
That
the
came-
podcast.
Well,
That-
Show off the prize.
You know
for
where
the
that
podcast.
came from?
It takes you after the studio rug.
That came from our friends at Three Lanterns Ship Supply.
Oh wow,
Phoenix Reels. and
that's
rods.
right. Yes,
Yeah.
They did this for us last season. This
Yes,
time
sir.
of year too.
Yeah, they're good people. We
At
love
Three
them.
Lanterns, they
Three
rock
Lanterns.
down there.
Stripers are in case anyone's wondering. Stripers are in thick
Alright.
right
Can
now.
I just ask an ignorant question? What's the big deal with stripers? I don't know what the big deal is.
As far
What
as how
part
they
of
taste
catching
or
them or
catching
Why,
tasting
why is
them
it
or-
an announcement?
because they travel up the coast, and when they get there, avid fishermen like to catch them.
Okay.
It's one of the more fun fishes
Okay.
to catch,
I didn't know
and
that.
it's accessible because you can catch them from the shore. You don't need a boat,
Oh,
so
okay.
it sort of applies to everybody.
Nice.
It's got
All right.
universal appeal.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
gotta get Bill Proposki. Did you see your new?
Oh,
Yeah, hold it right
Yeah.
up there, Scotty. Does Pat have hers?
It's
Now
at
we brought it home.
Oh yeah.
Next to my chair.
Bill, thank you, Bill Proposki. He made us all individual coaches. Other side now, Scotty. Oh, look at that. GloucesterCast,
Ooh,
baby.
The
Yeah.
flip.
Individually.
It looks
made.
just like it.
Paul Gamber has
Nice.
his.
Yeah.
He went with your last name. He went
I like
he
it.
went Gamber.
I like
Thank
it.
you.
You
That's
guys
it.
do use that reference a lot
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
than you
Yeah.
do my first name. So
That's
I appreciate
true.
that.
That's true.
Someone who's paying attention.
That's
Obviously.
Yep, someone's paying attention. We got that going for us, which is
We shamed him. He has to get a hat now.
Oh, he should.
So you were bringing the hats.
I got hats in that bucket right there, Scotty. Right in that bucket. Right underneath the blanket.
I think he's just working you for a free hat.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is like the move. This is the move, like, to
Yeah.
get the bite
There
of the
you go,
guy's
Scotty.
sandwich.
There you go.
I think you just
Oh,
got
that's
work.
a nice hat. That compliments your eyes.
Oh, look at that.
I think my hat. I got 10 of these left.
Enter
These are nice.
enter today's poop discussion here without Chris. You're full of shit. Compliments my eyes.
No, you're blue. Blue is your color. That's your
Thank
color.
you.
got
Once
that.
you do your roll call, we got a lot.
Oh, we got a lot of people. Let's do a little roll.
It's
But hey,
rolling.
you mentioned Three Lanterns. J.O. Duarte just bought a bunch of fishing gear from those guys.
I had dinner with Jay the other night. You blew us off.
No, you didn't blow me off. I didn't blow you off. I was at a lacrosse game, and
Yeah.
you guys at the last minute decided to get together.
No.
Yeah.
Last minute?
Oh.
Yeah. I
Let's,
didn't know Joey fires off like emails to or texts to like 8 different people. I thought I was special when you sent me, hey, meet me over at the meet me over at the Nut, and it
You're
looks
not
like
familiar?
just Joey sent me a private message, meet me at the Nut.
There
The
was
next
one-
thing I know, there's like 8 people, and I'm like, oh, I don't feel so special.
No, there was only 3 people on that text.
I know that one, but the prior one.
Oh, okay.
The sidebar private text, But you should be privy to this information. If you haven't heard it with your own eardrums, Joey's notorious for the 2:30, 3:30, 6, 5:30, 4:30 text messages in the morning. You should have got one at least.
Well, my theory, we all know my theory about text messages. At night, you turn your ringer off.
Yeah.
So that way and then if you need to, I always tell, if anyone has something they need to get to me, don't feel funny to send me a message at 1
Right.
o'clock in the morning because you may forget it the next day. Just get the thought out there. Phil Scannell's with us. Paula Ryan
Hi, Phil.
O'Brien,
Hi, Paul.
Wayne, the sexy, famous mailman.
Yes.
Yes.
Famous, sexy
famous.
mailman. How many more acronyms can we put in there? Pat McNally's with
Come
us.
up with
Pat
one.
McNally did not pick up his prize.
No, but he shared today's podcast, so
All right,
maybe
well, we'll
he's-
give him a pass.
Maybe he's hoping to.
You get the pass?
Tina Greel,
That is a good
Joanne Wood, Robert and Annette Spanks, the swingers from the villages. Bill Wren, Pat's favorite bartender that overserves her at the Emerson Inn. Joe Higgins. No, sir. Joe Higgins.
Yeah, oh
My
my
daughter
God.
lost her
Can you
car
imagine?
key at the Taylor Swift concert. He's on his way to retrieve the car from Foxborough. He must be mad as a hornet. I
gotta
used
tell
that
you,
reference yesterday, Pat.
If the
Right.
Taylor
The
Swift
Hornet?
concert did not cost enough in the first place, now
And he probably didn't even get to go. But I heard there's been older white men. Universally, this woman seems to have appeal.
you know who I found out is a huge Taylor
Swiftie?
Swift fan? A Swiftie? Yes. You might know this, you might not, but if I tell you this, you're going to be surprised.
Chris Lakanopoulos.
Why are you going to ruin the punchline?
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know it was a bit. It was him?
Yes.
I nailed it.
Excellent guess.
I nailed it.
Oh.
I fucking
Yeah.
nailed
You
it.
didn't even wait for the punchline.
I know,
know,
that's
but I didn't-
better.
I
He's
didn't
able to
I
guess
didn't know it
it.
was a bit.
I
You didn't-
learned
Of
this.
all the people in the world, he guessed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I had no prior knowledge.
Right.
But I had this discussion with him just nights ago, and I asked him a question about Sunday. What are you up to? And no, sorry, I can't go. I'm going to Taylor Swift. I went, what? Really? And he was right proud about it. And she is a very talented songwriter, and she's absolute smoke show. And it's just one of those things. She's got all the pieces.
I watched. In the morning, Twitter is one of my things. I scroll Twitter because there's a lot of news people. I can filter out what I don't want to hear and stuff like that. There was an older. I'm gonna say the guy was older than me, maybe like 58, 60-year-old, bald white guy. He says, I normally write about sports and the greats, and Magic, MJ, Bird, whatever. He goes, I feel compelled to write about Taylor after watching her concert last night. I feel compelled
Well,
to name her as the GOAT.
now,
And this is like, I'm like, it'll be like me, but they say that the concerts are phenomenal.
my question is this to you and to the cast, if you can agree or disagree. But do you think that Taylor Swift felt like she owed the fans at Gillette and every on this tour for the mess up bundle that they had last year, the big about tickets.
Oh, right.
Right? Do you think that she did an extra special show, or she just did Taylor and then rocked it still?
Well, it's a tour, so
Right.
I my feeling is she probably doesn't. It's probably she seems to be where she is. She has to be pretty type A.
Right.
If she's that type A, I'm guessing that there is a whole choreographed thing that's happening, and I don't think she probably
Sure.
deviates from it. That's my guess.
But all right, that's a good guess. Oh, Paul, what do you think?
No, I agree. I don't think she's doing anything special for any one particular show. Every once in a while, a band will just yell out what venue they're at, and sometimes they even get it wrong.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Stash?
yeah, no, I think it's pretty set up.
Oh, no comment.
Really?
Yeah.
Aren't you a music teacher? It's right up your alley.
Nope.
Again, it goes null and void on the music they like John Popper and now Taylor Swift.
He's very peculiar when it comes to music. He's very peculiar.
I'll tell you, Pat.
I didn't get through
Pat.
my thing though.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Because
You ruined my punchline.
I don't want to blow off. Oh, do you have something going?
You ruined my punchline before.
All right. Yeah, because we stopped at Joe Higgins. I want to make sure we acknowledge all our friends. Kathy Barlow, fresh from her trip from to Gloucester, and she's watching on YouTube, which is interesting. Amy
wonder if she made it.
and Scooty Boo Boo are with us.
There's my buddy.
Hi, buddy.
Hi, buddy.
Kudos to Amy for using the proper name on Scooty Boo Boo. Vito Ferrara asks, how were the brats? The brats were phenomenal, Vito. Vito tuned me up with some unbelievable brats. Susan and Susan Lapine. I don't know if they're back from Naples. They might be. Alicia Cox. I saw her. I did see her last night. Yeah, I saw her last night. Wendy.
Yes.
Who'd you blame for that one?
Hey.
Who'd you blame? Joe?
Wendy Colette Overmeyer. That's your friend from Indiana that you met at the Nest.
Oh, Nesters.
They watch everything.
Yeah,
My beautiful
welcome
wife
back
Kate
again.
is with us. Brianne Casso, the Rabbit, Brian Pitcher, Pat McNally says he's going to come down. Mike Bertolino, Chuck Shoebridge, Joanne Wood. So Rabbit says take it off of autofocus. He says my camera is breathing. He says take it off of autofocus.
So we talked about pre-show. I said go on
Yeah,
manual focus.
That's what I was. Yeah.
Oh, there it goes. Wow, it's worse now.
Fuck. All right, I'm not fucking doing it on the fly. You want me to do it on the fly?
On the fly.
All right, go.
Okay.
Manual focus.
Go to the pack
Go to the
cam.
pack cam.
Yeah.
All right, Pat. Now you got to fill. Now you got Pat. You got to pass.
Wait
this
a
thing.
minute. You know what we could talk about is
Pat?
you called them brats.
Brats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
brats.
you did, yeah.
Brats.
Brats.
That's what
Okay,
I was-
I've
Yeah,
failed.
yeah.
That's
I mean,
on
yeah,
me.
if you
I'm
could-
as a man of honor.
If you get hooked up,
That's one
As a-
down.
as a
good
man-
brats.
as
You
a-
can't be calling them brats.
As a man of honor, I can admit my mistakes. Rabbit. Okay,
Pat,
Pat. It's impossible for me to reach that without you passing it to
Oh,
me.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Here, I
I'm
can
trying
get it.
to
I
break
can
the
get it.
shares down.
Thank you.
I got it.
Thank you so much. All right.
Pat, why don't you go through the prizes?
Pat, you're on cam.
Yeah,
can't
Pat,
get up
why
and
don't you-
move his camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pat.
Pat, why don't
I'm
you
on
go
your
to the
team on this one, Pat?
Pat, go through the prizes. All right,
Okay.
Rabbit, help me out here, Rabbit.
Okay. Prizes today are two. There are two. One is this hat from, you said Three Lanterns, right?
Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Phoenix Custom Quality Rods hat.
Mhm.
Very nice. I love the color in the flame thing here. Flame emblem. And the second one, everybody's going to want this one. Pretty sure there will be a battle. Is this classic framed photo.
Yes, that's
Not-
framed.
Not taken from a men's room.
It's a nice frame. It's a really nice frame. In fact, if nobody wants it, I'll take the frame.
Mm-hmm.
Pat, I honestly thought you were going to flip it around. It was going to be one of your photos.
Oh.
Giving a little self plug.
So if you share the podcast and type in shared in the comments, I will write your name down. Right now I'm getting caught up here, but we are at 7 right now.
Oh, I think this might be the
So
trick
I add
right
these
here.
new ones.
Pat, I think I got it. You need to take this back.
Alicia confirms, yes, it was at Rumline.
Yeah, I know. I saw her briefly. All right. Let's go back to our
Get
list.
this back.
Okay.
Susan Yeah, good job,
Yeah.
Pat. Fantastic.
Wow.
Pat's on her game today.
Well, I have to make up for the last podcast.
Yeah.
Apparently, where I was deficit.
Yeah,
Efficient.
you're in a hole.
Brian Pitcher says Taylor Swift wants her.
Wants
him.
him.
What's him?
Oh yeah, well that's so when Rabbit has worked his way up, and actually he does a lot of photo shoots for events with a lot of models. And whenever we go on vacation, he would always there'd be these beautiful young girls on the beach, and he'd be like, "Oh, let's take a photo," and he'd act like he's with. He always posts the photos, like, "Oh yeah, these are these girls." So every time he posts one of these photos, I always comment on his things. She totally wants you. She totally wants you. She totally wants you.
Is that like equivalent to getting the Sears magazine back in the day? Like
Yeah.
Rabbit with the no.
Oh, I think we solve our
I haven't seen it, so
Oh, I think we might have solved the breathing problem.
You mean you
Nice.
put it on manual focus?
I didn't. No, I put it on continuous autofocus instead of auto.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So there's that.
Well, that makes sense.
Oh,
Which is
wait, let's
nice.
try this again up close with this.
It's
Well,
gonna
I
go
don't
to our
think
face. It's
that's
gonna
the
go to
pro-
our
that's a
faces.
different
Yeah,
problem.
it's a different
That's
issue.
a different
Okay.
issue.
So there's that. Linda Jerome Tupman. I saw her last night. By the way, her very talented son, our good friend John Jerome, brought down the house at the rum line last
I
night.
wish we could have been there. It
Yeah.
sounded like it was wonderful. Did
thought that was
play
off
some new
limits.
from his album? His new album?
I don't. I couldn't tell you.
At what time? At what time does the memory start getting foggy, Joey? What time was it last night? About.
Lucia Brown is with us. Gail Greer is with us. Peter Rollins, Peter Rollins got a cap from Kate yesterday. Hit focus. Thank you, Rabbit. Carol Perry is with us. That's Pete Mondella's mother-in-law, I believe. Rabbit, he's too much.
Unmentionable.
Where's Chris today? We have someone, a Facebook user that's probably watching from Cape Ann Live, and we don't know who that person is when I do that, which is fine. Yes, Pat, he did. Okay, we got through our rundown of our viewership, which is nice.
But should we do the graphics for Chris so we can report on his?
Yes, good job, Pat.
He's really making up today. On point, Pat.
On point, Pat.
Here we go. Here is where we think that Chris is golfing, we think.
And if we crop that in, people would actually be able to read that.
Yeah, well, I don't.
Should
Be glad they get in there.
No good deed goes unpunished, Pat.
Yeah.
So look at go back. Oh, that's not his partner.
I don't know
That's
what that is.
that's Dave McKechnie.
Oh,
That's
okay.
my financial guy. He's the guy. He's my guy. He's Beauport Financial. Fantastic.
And he's in
That's
cahoots
the
with Chris
story.
McCarthy on your finances?
Scary. Chris McCarthy and Rob Nekorowski, though, I think they're playing in a tournament, the spring member guest, and they are in the lead through yesterday by 4 strokes.
That's suspect.
And,
That's suspect.
yeah, you
Yeah,
had some comments.
Yeah, well, we know how he plays his what is it, word Scrabble game every morning. Right?
Wordle.
What is it? What's that word game called?
Wordle.
Wordle. Yeah, it's Wordle. He cheated on Wordle. We had to kick him out of our group.
We had to kick him out of the group.
Yeah,
It was-
because he is a cheater.
it was
So-
Swift,
And
so
once
to speak.
once you get caught like that, that's it.
Yeah, yeah. So I suspect his
Scarlet
scorecard
letter.
might have a few eraser marks on it.
Well, we should ask him to send in a photo of his scorecard, and we'll look for eraser marks.
What's the under over on how many times he asked for a drop?
I don't know. He is a good golfer.
He is a good golfer.
He's got that going for us. Pat, you had another graphic to do with a classic local restaurant
Mhm.
there it is. From Gloucester Bites, the cupboard opening today.
Opening today after a little bit of a delay, apparently, but opening today. So thanks, Gloucester Bites, for that update.
What's the sandwich, Joey? They go to. We get the sandwich. What's the sandwich at the cupboard that we get?
My favorite sandwich there is the fish sandwich.
That's it, right
Yeah.
there. All
I
right.
didn't know you were in on that.
No, we've
They
been.
have. I
The
believe.
Reuben one, the one
No.
that's got the coleslaw on it.
No, just their classic
Oh,
fish
I
sandwich.
like the one.
The fish sandwich it's a thin piece of flounder, and it's crispy, and it's just in the bun. They griddled the bun, and it's inexpensive. It's one of the
Is
best.
it a fried one or grilled?
Fried.
Yeah.
Fried.
Now,
Really,
correct
really
me
good.
if I'm wrong. If I remember, my mind reminds me of this conversation. Is this woman from Georgia?
I want to
Atlanta?
say
I think she's
Georgia
from-
or South Carolina.
Right.
Thick Southern accent.
Yes, and she's been here forever.
Yeah, they go back and forth. The
Yeah,
daughter,
they go-
I think
yeah.
the daughter took it over now.
Okay.
Really sweet people.
So
I grew up with them.
happy to have them still.
Yeah.
What's on this fish sandwich besides the
Just the
fried
classic fish. You know, we put
with
whatever you want.
tartar sauce?
You could.
Lettuce?
You
What
could.
do you put on
I
it?
don't go with tartar sauce. I do something that's really weird, but I grew up doing this. I ketchup. I actually put a little ketchup on the side. I dunk in the ketchup.
All right.
That's actually not weird. A lot of
It
people
isn't?
do that.
Okay.
I do it myself sometimes. Yeah.
Anybody else have a fried haddock sandwich and put ketchup on it? I don't know.
Jimmy, absolutely. Look at the face on Jimmy. Nope.
No, not the Jimmy.
What's the hang up, Jim? No ketchup at all on anything, or just a fish sandwich?
I don't put a lot of extra things on my stuff. If whatever's there for a dip, I'll use it. I'll dip it in, but I don't put a lot of extra. I don't like
there you
things
go.
smothered.
Yeah.
So
There you go. Cindy Brown from Gloucester, really? And so she married Grover she married Grover, and Grover was from the South, or did they move? Did they just winter down the South? Because the daughter,
She said she's originally from Gloucester.
I know that's what Linda Tupman said, but I think I don't know. They have strong. Yeah, she says yes. So I think Grover, her husband, was from, and where was her husband from? Linda. Anyway,
So we're getting the ketchup answers in. and
Yeah.
It's getting mixed in with the covered discussion of ownership.
oh okay. So Joanne Wood's a ketchup person.
Facebook user is.
He was from Georgia. There you go. Yeah, you got it right, Scott.
Oh,
Georgia.
well.
Yeah. So there's that. All right. So this is Chris's topic, but I want to expound on it. Stop and Shop is now charging 10 cents for a per paper bag, and I saw some people freaking out about it on Facebook. You know, as people do on Facebook. And the question I have for our viewers, and I'm going to ask you guys as well, is: will you adjust your behavior going to Stop and so will you, is it not a big deal and just give me the regular number of paper bags and you'll pay the 10 cents? Is it you will now think about bringing your own recyclable bags or will you go someplace else because you're so mad that they're charging you 10 cents?
Where do you want to start, Pat, Jimmy?
Let's go to Pat.
This very thing is the reason that Kate found a bottle of shampoo rolling around in the back of my car last week because I had gone to Stop and Shop and picked up just like 4 items, and I said, "Oh, I'm not gonna. I don't." And it really was probably because of the 10 cents. I was like, "No, I don't want a bag. I got a bag in the car," which I didn't when I got there. But so I took the 4 items to the car, but only carried 3 of them into the house because they weren't in a bag. And then Kate found the shampoo rolling around in the back of the car. But it doesn't bother me. If I forget to bring my bags in, it's not that big of a deal to me.
Yeah.
It's not going to change my.
I'm wondering if there's anyone that never brought their own bags is now that they're now going to bring their own bags.
That would be a good barometer for checking.
Yeah.
Canva.
Yeah, the 10 cents for a bag. I'm not carrying around a bag into the store so I can save 10 cents.
Okay.
I'll just pay the 10 cents for the bag.
There
Plus,
you go.
I don't go major grocery shopping. If I'm picking up something, it's like Holly's away and it's for me and my daughters or something. It's going to be 1 bag.
Right. How about you?
All right. So at first, I was dead set against it. I said 10 cents for a bag. You're shopping at their store. They have to provide something to put all your items in that you're already paying for and profiting Stop and Shop.
Build it into their price structure.
Right. So at first, I was dead set against it. And over 2 trips, maybe the third, I refused the first time to pay it, and they said, okay, and that's it. I didn't have to pay the 10 cents. So they're giving people a little leniency in the beginning to get used to it, I guess. So I changed my tune to that because Stop and Shop does not have the shoppership as Market Basket does like they used to. And I find it a lot more convenient to go to Stop and Shop and actually navigate the shelves and the aisles and everything else and get a parking spot and not deal with every other local Yahoo at Market Basket. No, I'm
I'm a Stop and Shop guy myself.
So for my money, even if I'm paying maybe a little bit more for a box of cereal or some items, I don't mind paying that 10 cents. That's why I changed my tune. I don't mind paying that extra 10 cents a bag, even though on principle alone I don't like it, for the convenience of not going through the local Yahoo Market Basket on a regular basis.
Kind of a pain in the ass to get to Market
So
Basket.
that's my standpoint.
I'm all on the end result. When I'm carrying all the bags down the stairs to get to your apartment, I go with the cloth bags because they got handles. I can pack them. I can get more things in them because carrying the paper bag and it rips, or you can't get certain things in and stuff. I'm at the end result. I go with cloth bags.
I agree with you, Jimmy, on that point. But I think on the Market Basket, I think they charge like 35 cents per bag for those plastic ones with the handles. And then there's other ones at the beginning of the line are more money, the ones that are canvas. But the plastic ones you can get, and I think they're 35 cents a piece, so you can reuse them.
So first of all, it didn't bother me. Second of all, I started to, you use it too. Those Coors Light, the cooler bags.
Oh yes.
They're insulated, and they have good straps. Mm-hmm. So now I try to remember to bring it in the house and then bring it back to the car. So I'm trying to actually.
Your behavior is changing.
My behavior is changing somewhat.
Not only that, but to your point on the Coors Light cooler things, if you have any sort of perishables in there, it's actually better.
Right.
Yeah.
So there are solutions.
Yeah.
Are you bringing those into the store, though, or are you leaving them in the car, then when you come out of the store, loading them into that bag?
I only have one. I used to have like 3, but over time
he brings the Coors Light bag into the store. It's got a Coors Light in there for shopping.
Yeah.
a DCL.
Is it a 1 Coors Light shopping trip, a 2 Coors Light shopping trip?
This is interesting right here. Wayne, the famous sexy mailman, says he ran into Scotty at Stop and Shop and he had no idea who I was.
True.
You didn't know? You never met Wayne the famous?
He's obviously not that famous to me.
Oh, wow.
No. Hey. But Wayne, I am so happy that I ran into you, but I absolutely had no idea. And keeping your anonymity, especially in the supermarket, is actually a big deal.
We're going to blame it on your Jamaica trip.
Yeah,
you
always have that. You always have that in your back pocket.
Yeah.
Is he picking on an injured man, right? He's picking on an injured man?
I'm giving you an out, buddy. I'm trying to help you out here.
But Wayne, thank you. Yes.
So Paul Ryan O'Brien says it's the cost of doing business. If you own a store, you should provide a way to get the groceries home. Plus, I recycle the plastic bags, use them all the time. I line all my waste baskets at home with the plastic bags. Yeah, I like that idea.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
No plastic, right, Pat?
Costco, Joanne Wood makes a point. Costco doesn't even offer bags, but they have a lower price structure.
Holly goes to Costco a lot, and then she brings it out to the car and loads it into those bags that you're talking about.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
My question is, how many people would like to see the plastic straw brought back rather than the cardboard straw and pay an extra 10 cents for your beverage for it to have the plastic straw?
I'll tell you what. I had a straw completely disintegrate on me.
Oh, it's terrible.
I was only halfway through my drink. I was mad as a hornet.
Would you do that, though? Would you pay the extra 10 cents for your drink to have the plastic straw?
Oh, damn right I would.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I mean,
Paul?
Oh, yeah.
Especially
Jimmy?
with the cost of drinks nowadays.
Paper straws.
End result. Gotta finish your drink.
I think we all have our priorities right.
It's true. It's true.
Codair says I had a Scotty Mac sighting as well, looking sharp. That listen, Ghibli's. We'll do a little shout out to Ghibli's Haberdashery. They have you looking like $1 million with that sport jacket with the red threads around the buttonhole.
Oh, right, yes.
Oh,
so thank you for saying that because, and I'll tell you why I'm going to say this. There's 2 Ghibli's locations. There's one Ghibli's, and then the brother Jeff Ghibli, Jay.
Yeah.
has the tuxedo rental and suit place as well, next to BMW on 114. And I have a jacket that I got there yesterday for happy birthday to Frank Caputo for Cape Ann Motor.
Frank Caputo.
Yep. So he had a Vegas night. There's the jacket right here. You can't really see it with that red light on, but I had to get something for show for Vegas night, and he hooked it up there. I mean, really hooked. They have something for everybody. But you're right about the dapperness, the quality.
Oh, great store. It's funny. Like, not too many communities have access to a place that has that
That's
many
true.
great brands. That place is fantastic. It's worth, if you haven't been to Ghibli's up on 114, and if you take pride in your appearance, if you like to dress nicely, Paul, you were there. You bought some stuff too.
I'm there all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been going there for
And
years.
they have in-house tailoring.
Matter of fact,
so
I have some stuff that I had tailored there that's waiting to get picked up. They called me a couple weeks ago, but I've been waiting until I was feeling better.
Yeah.
But if you get a bonza and you got to let it out a little bit, or if the shirt's too big and you don't have the bonza, they can bring it in, pants, jackets, everything.
Bring it in.
Bring it in.
There you go.
Alan's the best. I walk in and I
Oh.
just tell Alan I want something blue, and then he lays out like 4 things. I go, yeah, I like that. Then I said, now I need a shirt for it. Now I need a new belt for it.
They have some great lines that you don't find anywhere else. You don't really even see them online that often. Like, and every time I go in there, I'm like, oh wow, this is really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I never even heard of this brand before, but like unique, like not like so many stores. It's like the Gap, Old Navy, Banana. It's all the same exact stuff. It's
Yeah,
like, they're like
stuff like
ripped.
the Peter Millar
Set yourself,
and
set
Robert
yourself aside.
Graham and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I
So-
would be remiss, Joe, though, if I didn't mention my beautiful baby Allison Ghibli.
Baby, oh, beautiful
That-
baby.
Beautiful
Yeah,
baby.
beautiful. Well,
Oh.
not to steal from Joey and my beautiful wife Kate, but my beautiful baby girl Allison.
There you go.
um,
Nice.
You could go see Allison for help
Red
there
light
too.
in
She
there, buddy.
helps run the store with Alan.
Yep, there you go.
It's a man who knows where his
So
bread
Joe-
is butter.
Joe Dapper from Rockport shared a photo on Twitter this morning, and let's not say anything. What do you think? Where do you think this is, folks? Like, I'm gonna give people.
Wait, you already gave him a hint, right? You
Oh,
said what town
I know
it
where
was?
this is.
You told them what town it was, right?
I know where this
No.
is.
You didn't say?
No,
oh, no,
I
you
don't
said
think he
the.
did.
He just said his name.
Just said his name? Okay.
I've never been inside, but I've heard of it, and I'm not going to say, but I know what
Does
it is.
anybody know where this? Should we make this one of the? Hey, let's make this a prize. First person to, not you guys. First person to reply the correct answer. What that is? What this building is? Wins. Mike Bertolino wins.
Bertolino.
Mike Bertolino, you
Yeah.
win. Your choice of the 3 prizes. What were the 3 prizes, Pat?
There are 2 prizes that I'm aware of.
Oh.
The hat
Okay, the hat.
and the
Coors.
very valuable
Okay, I can tell.
Coors Light.
Hold on, stay there, Pat. Stay there. Okay, go ahead. The Coors Light thing
And
and the hat.
the hat.
He's taking the hat.
That Coors Light picture will go great in that motif.
It does look like it belongs in there, doesn't it?
So, don't you think that was a really cool?
It is a very cool picture.
Yeah, well, you're gonna come up with another prize, Scotty? Yeah. What was that you had your hand on?
That's the prize vault
All right, yeah,
for
let's
the
do
people that
do this.
All right.
wondering.
All right, we have we're gonna go with another prize so the people don't get gypped. That really nice Coors Pure. Look at that.
Yeah, send that right over to Pat.
Send that right over to Pat. That's
Thank you.
Put that on, Pat.
so we're back to having 2. We're back to having 2 prizes.
Joey, on those
Water
prizes,
bottle and the picture.
let me ask you about this prize. The actual prize itself, are you one of these people, like I am, that find themselves loving these things so much that it's like buying a new shirt or a new hat? You keep buying these things
Yeah.
for different occasions. You have a whole section.
I got way too many.
and it's way too many?
a
All
cabinet.
right, so I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I cabinet
Okay.
because they're such game changers.
They are game changers.
They're like, as we know, ice management is near and dear to my.
yes.
dear to my
Yeah.
heart.
Oh, ice management.
Ice
yes.
management, like especially getting to that time of year, ice
And
management
true.
is critical. Critical. we're gonna have that series. What's in your cooler and who packed your cooler?
That's right.
Last summer, Sarah TJ's girlfriend Sarah Stewart won last year's.
Can she
cooler
be
package.
nominated for a second year in a row, or do we have to give it up for another cooler, another series, or can she be eligible still?
I think she's still eligible.
I think she could be eligible.
Yeah. Amy says, yes, I'm obsessed with water bottles, especially her 40-ounce with a handle and straw. The handles always get in the way of the
coffee holder.
The cup holder in the car.
Yeah.
The bad. Craig takes his to second glance. He says,
I have one of Craig's that he left in the car.
Yeah, I still have yours, Craig. I'll bring it to second glance then, okay, bud?
Oh, there you go. So that's where we're at with that. The new menu at the Laneside Pub, Pat. That's the graphic for that, I believe.
Definitely.
Oh, that was Chris's topic.
Yep.
Do you have the graphic?
It was a while ago. It's in here. There it is.
Oh boy.
Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah. Once again,
it's a little hard to see it.
Yeah, if it was cropped, you might be able to see it because it would be bigger in the thing. But we don't like to crop them. Okay, so there's that.
I like it said the two hands. People saw that. The two hands part. Come on, honey. I'm there for
you. It's her nemesis. This is what happens if she crops a photo. Her keyboard is programmed to send electric volts through her body, shocking volts. It's like flowers for Algernon when he goes through the flowers for Algernon. If she crops a photo, or if when she takes a photo, if she goes in tight on the photo, immediately she gets electromagnetic charge.
Electric dog call.
Really important in my defense to remind everybody who might look at my bird pictures or animal pictures, they are cropped.
Yeah.
I keep a distance. I do not disturb.
Oh, right.
She only does it to her own stuff, but not for the benefit of the show.
She doesn't care about the podcast.
Yeah, she doesn't care about the podcast.
She taught me everything. Taking pictures.
She's a one-way.
She taught me.
Peter Rollins. Here, can we put Peter Rollins' comment up?
Yep.
Let's put that up. Peter Rollins' comment up here.
Good. Thank you, Peter.
What does Peter say?
Couldn't read the menu, Pat.
What people forget.
What a surprise! What a surprise!
What Pat doesn't realize is that everybody on their iPhones or devices, iPads, anything, can blow these up to read them, but not on a computer monitor at home, Pat. 9 times out of 10, the person does not have that touch screen like that.
I needed that little piece of advice this morning. Thank you.
Oh my God,
gentlemen!
Fucking great.
I know that look, and you're all going to hell.
This is not
going that
well.
look. Yeah.
I think I owe Pat a lemon drop or two.
Hey, can anybody else read the menu? Anybody else? Could you read the menu? Could you read the menu?
Why is this not on Chris? Why is this on me?
Can we get another example of something that's not cropped so we can compare it?
Oh, believe me, it won't be hard to find.
So that's true. Here's one: the Fiesta program.
Oh yeah, there you go, the Fiesta program. In her defense, you couldn't really crop that too much to make it readable. So,
So the Fiesta program has been announced.
It has been announced. So you can go to stpetersfiesta.org, I believe it is.
I'll find it. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Peter Rollins says the traffic was so bad today.
Worst he's ever seen.
Worst traffic he's ever seen.
Yeah, but you're ignoring these comments on top of that.
Yeah, the poor Pat. Good morning, Pat.
My contact is off in my eye. I couldn't.
Pat is a saint.
my contact is something in my eye.
Contact sponsored by DCL.
DCL, baby. Yeah. So, Wheelhouse Hockey. I'll put the graphic up. Pat's
We should have posted this right after Chris's thing.
So there it is.
Yeah.
That's the new annual Stanley Cup for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And a sports fan will understand this because they obviously their cup, they're going golfing early once again.
And they choked again this year.
And they choked again.
Oh, I get it.
They're going golfing.
Usually they're out in the first round. Usually the Maple Leafs are out in the first round. This year they're out in the second round, but
I just trusted that this should go up. I didn't know what was going on with it, but
Yeah,
I get it.
Good
Speaking
job.
of which, though, how
That's
about
cropped pretty well,
Florida
though.
Panthers?
That is cropped pretty well, Jimmy.
Yes,
Good crop job.
that's
Yeah.
a
Thank
Florida
you, Paul.
Panthers beat the. I cropped that. For you.
Yeah.
Florida Panthers. I mean, I care about you, Pat. I don't want to make your work any more difficult than it has to be, but these guys, not so much. Florida Panthers, as soon as they beat the Bruins, I put them in to win the Stanley Cup. And so on
You put 'em
DraftKings,
You did?
yeah,
Nice. Good for you.
$100. And
So-
it was, I think it's plus 440.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're in it to win it.
I was
Yeah.
like, man, if they did that to the Bruins, I was like, they're going to win the Cup.
Good for you, man. That's
and
awesome.
so far, I mean, what are they up?
Yeah.
They're up 3-0 now. Are they up 3-0? Yeah, 3-0 after last night, right?
Oh, after last night, yeah.
I think
Maybe it
they're-
is
that's
3.
awesome.
Look at
Two.
Paul Gamber, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Good call.
Right
Actually,
after the Bruins series ended.
that Drew Hale, huge fan of that team. You can't. You got to give them all the credit in the
Yeah.
world the way they play. They're
Yeah.
playing the opposite way of our local teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the Red Sox are probably the funnest team in town to watch.
I mean, Florida's.
Who would have guessed
No,
that?
it was. It's actually 2-0, right? Last night was an
Yeah.
overtime. It was 2 overtime games in a row. They just won 2 overtime
Right.
games.
I was
in a
just going to say, the
Walk
overtimes,
off.
they're beating all.
Yeah.
Was it 4 overtimes that first game?
row. Yeah, the first.
The game got over at like 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
2-0 and another overtime win from Mike Bertolino.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just no bigger choke than the Bruins, says Wayne the sexy, famous mailman. Yeah.
well, it just proves they were a good team, right? I mean, we
They were a
didn't
good
lose
team.
to a shitty team.
They're a great team.
They were good.
And
were a
they
good
play like every game is game 7.
team. Yeah.
And I think that's how you have to approach the playoffs, and I think that's been the problem.
Well, I think the Bruins end of the season. That's how the Bruins were playing the end of the season to get this record. Every game was like a game 7 for them. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't sit any of their starters, right? I mean,
Right.
So
That's the
I
big
think they came into the off season have already had that almost like 2 rounds of championship hockey, to end the season, and then they have to go into the playoffs when other teams
Right.
start playing like that.
Yeah. Here's a topic. Nobody, or do you? This is for our listeners. Do you remember your first alcoholic drink? Do you? And this because this guy, I saw this on Twitter. Jim Rose Circus. He says, "I bet nobody remembers what their first alcohol drink was."
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
My father's cooler in the backyard during the barbecue. Me, a couple of the neighborhood bastards, little bastards we were. I was tasked with pilfering 3 Bud Lights. No, Budweisers. 3 Budweisers.
Bud Heavies.
But heavy.
But, well, I don't like that Bud Heavy came into the mix here. That was always Budweiser. It was never Bud Heavy. All right. So anyway, I get the 3 Budweisers, and we go in the neighborhood underneath a built porch, which had enough room for us to all huddle and drink this beer. Well, how do you drink beer? We don't know. So we shook the thing up,
Oh my God.
and we tried to open it, and the pull tab pulls off. So what do? We stick it with a nail, and it goes all over us. Now we're going to get caught. And that was the first beverage I can remember ever having.
I remember mine.
What was yours, Jimmy?
Well, a little story. Sorry, guys. But I was in 9th grade, and I was accepted to be in the high school marching band. So we were out doing all these shows at night, stadium stuff. And it was cold. And I was freezing and doing stuff. And all the seniors came up to me and wanted to take care of me. So they gave me some blackberry brandy.
Huh.
Yeah, down that. So
Yeah.
it would
And how old
it
were
would
you?
warm you up. I was in 9th grade.
Well, there you go. How about
And
you?
I had
I
that.
don't remember.
You don't remember, Pat? You remember?
Well, I think that this Jim Rose guy, makes a good point that nobody might remember what their first alcohol is because so many people got it when they were as an infant by somebody thought that their uncles or grandparents were being funny, giving them a sip of whatever. But no, I don't remember specifically when I was older what it was first, but I know the first thing that made me sick was Drambuie.
Amy says,
Yeah.
my mom and dad made me a stiff old fashioned to toughen me up at the ripe old age of 12.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. No, son.
No way.
You're You're getting crushed this morning,
Oh,
Pat.
As a teacher.
Mom, what'd you do?
Wow.
No.
Oh, an old fashioned.
Take that graphic down.
Wow.
Wow.
Your school system's going to take away your
Credits.
pensions.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Whoa.
you're gonna have to keep your pensions back.
Mine was definitely, I can tell you 100% what mine was. It was my grandma Felicia. She for the holidays she made this like in the big punch bowl, and it was spiked with I think wine or something. It was, do you ever have that with the fruit punch? And it was like a frozen like cherries or something. It was like grape.
With all sorts of
Like
fruit
a
in there.
Fruit mold sort of a thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
That was the thing for a while back
Mhm.
then. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's that. Okay, let's read some of our other. Gail Greer says beer. Mike Berlino says 12 years old and it was gin. Tina Greer says my uncles filled my tea set with beer. Holy crap.
That's out of an 80s
Oh, God,
movie.
what Bill Wren say? Oh, we got to see what Bill.
Stole the Tom Collins whiskey sour mix from the Parrots liquor cabinet and mixed it with some Seagrams. Had no clue, he said. Phil Scannell, Lynn Scannell, a lovely Manhattan. Peter Rollins wants us to know that Sage Fort Park Visitor Center opens soon. Jennifer will be volunteering Sunday mornings. Robert and Annette Spanks, the swingers from the villages, says sombrero. Grace Missouri Scholar says Seagram's VO Canadian whiskey. That was that's what we gave that out to the boat fishermen.
Oh yeah,
a Christmas present. VO. It was either VO or Canadian Club.
Look at this from Chris.
From,
This is a.
from Chris Lagakanopoulos.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little kid and my father would take me fishing and he'd pack sandwiches and Budweisers but no water. When it looked like there was some chop, he'd make me have a Dramamine and a Bud.
He doesn't remember anything more about the trip.
Hence how he ended up liking Taylor Swift.
Oh my God. Linda Jerome Tutman. Mad Dog 2020. That is amazing. Your girl, what do you call it now?
My sister.
My babe girl.
I just
Not wife. You should do beautiful babe.
beautiful baby girl.
Beautiful
I know,
baby.
but just not to, that
my
was just
sister.
a riff off for yours, but baby, honey, I don't know any nicknames.
Jill Gamber, the older sister.
younger sister.
Younger sister. I was
Yeah.
given beer by an older brother at a party in our basement. I was 13. Oh, that's
Paula.
terrible. Kathy Bella says, I think it was hers was a Tom Collins.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. See, Grace Masseri says, yeah, we had tons of it because it was always given to the boats. That's why they had it laying around. Paula Ryan, my sister Pat made me a stiff drink when I was 12. A lot of alcohol flying around at younger ages at the. Peter, Sneaky Pete. Good morning, guys.
Sneaky Pete.
Sneaky Pete sighting. Good morning, Sneaky Pete.
Good morning,
So
Sneaky Pete.
You were just asking how the team did.
Yeah.
Sneaky Pete. How did your team consisting of you, Scotty, and Chris McCarthy at the
And
boat?
Bob and Bob's son, and then when I got injured, there was a replacement with a female, I believe.
So how did you guys end up in the standings? Kelly Carnican, good morning to you as well. So there's that.
Sneaky Pete.
We have Pat, do you have a graphic of the balls that Chris decided he's going to play with today in his golf? So Chris had some special golf balls made up. It says "Save our beaches, eat more plover." Those are his the golf balls that he's using
And
today.
he's winning.
And he's winning. So
He hopes to slice one right onto Good Harbor Beach and take him out.
No.
Take him out.
oh
No.
my God.
No.
Yeah, that's funny. We have that going for us, which is nice.
Jimmy's the enforcer today. Lay off a Pat, lay off a Chris. What's going on, Jimmy?
No, I'm not the enforcer.
Did you take vitamins this
He
morning?
doesn't want the Plover Mafia after.
Oh, he's married. He's married to a birder, not a birder. That's right.
Did we have a graphic for Sneaky Pete, Pat?
It might have. Yes, there it is.
Is it cropped? It is cropped. I cropped it.
There it is. Sneaky Pete.
Sneaky Pete.
That's not his bowling outfit. Right?
That'd be amazing if he showed up to bowling.
Oh, you'd be the next Ernie McCracken.
There's that. Whose
Jimmy.
whose topic is this? Have any astronaut couples had sex
Who do you think?
in the space
McCarthy.
station?
Right.
You really need to ask whose topic that is.
I'm going with McCarthy.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
So, did you look this up to find out?
No.
Okay, I'll look it up. So the question is, all right, ready? We're gonna do this. We'll do this live. Hey Siri, have any astronauts had sex in the space station?
I don't have an answer for that.
It's inappropriate. Inappropriate,
How is
Siri.
How is that inappropriate?
No, to Siri. Because they have this algorithm on certain questions that she's not allowed to answer.
Oh, we got an answer from Sneaky Pete on the. They lost in the first round
Put Sneaky Pete up.
to the eventual champs. They had Pam Bianca help out, and she was great. Keep the Tangeray and tab coming. Sneaky Pete.
One more Sneaky Pete appearance, please. There he is.
What a handsome man. Handsome man.
Thank you,
He
Pat.
only has one ear. Can you go back to that photo? Can you go back? Does he only have one ear?
No, he's just turning to the side a little too much. He probably sleeps on that side where one ear is lower than the other.
No, I think he's got
It
one
does
ear.
look a little funny.
He might have one ear.
Leave him alone.
No, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having one ear.
I got one ear now.
Yeah. You're hearing in one ear.
I can only hear out of one ear.
Did you notice how Jimmy ran for the button today?
We have an answer.
I
to the
stayed
yes
back. I didn't want to step on toes. I stayed back and came in late so Jimmy could have the buttons.
Okay.
We have an answer to
Jimmy,
the
don't say I never did
question.
anything for you.
Okay, Bill Powell says yes, and the sex was out of this world.
Oh.
Ba-dum-bum.
Oh boy.
So they have had sex in the space station.
Is that like one of those
Are
space
you looking
bouncy
it up,
houses?
Gamber?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were.
So they're saying this is from the Daily Wire.
The
though.
doctor's
I don't know
looking it
how
up.
I don't know how accurate it is, but they said suspected on 2 different missions that there was sex.
Really?
Between, yeah.
Interesting.
I bet those damn Russians did.
Peter
Yeah.
Rollins says Newton's third law won't allow. I don't know what that means. The tux I wore was at my. Peter Rock says, "Oh, the tux. He was at his nephew's wedding in that photo." Sneaky Pete. One more.
Ah,
Where's Sneaky Pete? Where's the photo?
speaking of dapper, Sneaky Pete all the way.
Yeah, he's a handsome.
Looking for Sneaky Pete?
I always.
There he is. Oh, the Battle of the Buttons.
Why is Canada getting so much press today?
Oh, Canada has not won
And you
a.
could shit on him. Why not?
Canada has not won a Stanley Cup in was it 30 years or something like that?
A long time, very long time. Yeah. I think that was the number.
Yep, there's that. Pickleball injuries are mounting. We have a graphic for that, I know.
Oh, you're just really putting the.
Wow. Pressure's on.
Yeah.
There it is.
Pickleball injuries are mounting, but you can't keep a determined player down. Torn rotator cuffs, ruptured Achilles tendons, concussions, fractured wrists, black eyes, facial cuts, sprained ankles, twisted knees. Is this pickleball or is this the NFL?
And I got cleared to play pickleball from my doctor team at Mass General, and I don't know about that.
It is dangerous. When I was down in Florida last year, I took a pickleball square in the eye, blasted at me. I would consider wearing protective.
Was it
eyewear.
McCarthy?
No, it was an old lady.
Old lady.
Older than Pat.
Oh!
Oh!
Old lady.
Oh, shots fired. Shots fired.
Over the bow, yep.
Old lady. Now, Pat, that means that you're not old, Pat.
Hey Siri, weather today, Gloucester, Mass.
The forecast is calling for thunderstorms today. Daytime temperatures will hover around 70 degrees, with overnight lows around 58.
Is it a boat day?
If you're a true boater, today's a boat day because you chance it.
70 degrees is a boat day.
Yes. But the showers and stuff, you brave those. You watch My Radar. That My Radar
Tremendous.
is spot on.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's free. So if any viewers out there don't have this app, get it. It'll be a game changer when you're boating life. And actually off the boat, too.
So,
My-
Doc, have you been feeling it since your injury? Can you
My-
tell the weather?
Radar.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Years
can you-
I've been able to tell the weather before I get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you had your knee.
Ankles, knees,
Right, you had knee
hands.
surgery.
My hands swell up.
And then you had some ankle problems.
Yeah, I could tell you when it's going to be cold and damp.
So we should be asking him.
Yeah.
I think you just did, Jim.
My knuckles say yes.
Let me see if I can do this. I haven't done this in forever. Let's see if I can pull this off.
Jimmy, let's try out that voice command right now. Hey, Gamber, today's weather, Gloucester.
So let me just go to the chat here. I just created a online store. I used Square, and it's coming along pretty good. I have some items.
I use Square.
Do you use Square?
Yeah.
For what? For your billing?
For DJ invoices, everything.
Really? Yeah. So Gloucester Apparel is the thing, and you can look for. I have the. What do we have on here? Let me just see. I have to. I want to share a screen. Share screen. Okay. Let's see if I can pull this off. Put it here and share, and that's what it looks like. And we have a couple of different hats and a couple plover towels left. So there's that.
Nice. Good work.
Boom.
Looks pretty good.
And we're back. Yeah, pretty simple.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the merch I got coming in.
I couldn't see those. The logos were really small.
Unbelievable.
Hey, Pat, you want to talk about what's going on in Essex today?
What do you got, Pat? What do you got going on? Can you put up a link to Pat D's photos as well, please?
Yeah, I can do that. Well, Essex is having an event called Essex in Bloom yesterday and today. And part of the event is a photo contest. Somebody in this room has a photo. It's supposed to be anonymous, so somebody in this room has a photo in the contest.
Sorry.
And it's along Main Street in Essex, and you vote online. And if you remember lucky number 7, I would be grateful.
No, someone would be grateful. Someone in this room would be grateful.
Right in the middle of the
Jimmy,
crowd.
go to us.
Are you not going to put a link up to it?
Not us.
I can't.
Not
Why
us.
can't
You
you?
point now with
Yeah.
Because I already voted. So it won't let me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just remember lucky number 7 for somebody in this room.
It's a QR code thing, and there are 15 pictures outside on along the main drag in Essex.
And they're taking the top 3.
They're taking the top 3.
No wonder why the
vote.
pollen count is so high.
Today's the last day to vote.
What's the prize?
They have some cash prizes, modest cash prizes.
Nice.
Ooh, Pat. New lens, perhaps.
Perhaps.
And that would come back and benefit our viewers.
I was kind of thinking the
New
first
lens
round of
for-
lemon drops.
Jimmy, I wasn't going to say it.
So today the PGA Championship wraps up today. Scotty Scheffler's a couple back from the field. I've become I've become a fan of putting modest wagers, golf wagers, like $10 on 3 different players to finish within the top 5. And so these tournaments are generally 4-day tournaments, Thursday through Sunday. And for the $30 that I bet, the entertainment of what every single stroke is impacting, like if your guy's within the top 5 or not. Pretty much as long as you have someone close to being in the thing. It's a lot of fun.
Didn't you get unfortunate news in the guy that you got during the golf thing at the
one of my
Gloucester
guys,
house? What happened with that again?
he had a back injury. He pulled out. Luckily, he pulled out before the tournament started.
Yeah. So you got your
And
wager
I
back.
got my wager back.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
Yeah, because if he would have tried to tough it out or whatever and just done one stroke, I wouldn't have got my money back.
Right.
Did you bet on the Preakness?
I did not.
There's only 7 horses entered.
So
I did.
And
I hit a trifecta.
Was it yesterday?
Did you hit?
yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, I had 137 trifecta box.
holy
7.
shit.
Oh yeah, one. Yeah,
So did you?
137.
So I was listening to the Tony Kornheiser podcast. That's my favorite podcast outside of ours, and he has horse racing analysts on before the big races.
Yeah.
The horse racing analyst was saying that only the Kentucky Derby winner entered the Preakness, which is so. which is very sad
Out
for
of all the
Out of
Kentucky
all-
Derby
yeah.
contests.
Out of all those
all of
horses?
them. And he went on further to explain that the trainers, so they've placed the races so close together, they don't like the horses to race on short time off or rest.
But the Triple Crown's been played on the same schedule.
So hear me out. So that once the first race goes, that horse that won is the only one that could win the Triple Crown after that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So and that was the
Oh, I
reasoning
see.
why he was the only one. All the other trainers like, this is too short of a time.
I would have thought similar, but also in addition, the overall costs of going into that race, the Derby, and then the Preakness, all three races, and your horse not producing in the Derby to go to the Preakness, you're like, okay, it's another huge wad to maybe.
Yeah, but
go.
I think there's huge money to be gained if you win, right? I don't know how that works.
What the
Horse
Derby
racing-
went at 1.5 was it?
They win prize money, but then the big thing is they win,
Studying.
Studying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's where they
yeah.
get all their money, right?
Right. But
Yeah.
do they? So does first, second, and third win money at the?
Yeah.
And is it a piece of the stake or is
Yeah.
it a set amount?
Yeah, because they have the stakes, and then I don't know how they break it up. Obviously,
That's
majority
it.
towards the winner, but
That's interesting.
yeah. But there's during the Kentucky Derby, what they put 7 horses down. So
Wow.
they say they're running them really hard in training, and then they have to run a race, and then have to come 2 weeks later and run another race like that. And
It's a lot.
yeah, I think
So that was their whole
value of the horses has gotten so much it isn't worth the risk.
Hello, I'm Mr. Ed.
There's that.
Who's got that queued up?
Oh, horses
I know,
down.
yeah, yeah.
Fucking best
Exactly.
DJ on the planet right there. Our guy, Scotty Beck. Any interesting? Oh, here's some news. So you know how Beauport, did? They put out for the cruise line to the public. Put in your suggestions for
Oh,
themed
right, yes.
cruises, and Chris put in like 7 different themed cruises.
Mhm.
And they said they're going to pick 1 or 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I just saw this morning. Did I didn't share it with you?
Mm-mm.
I just that they got so many great
Ideas?
and they said stay tuned. We have some special surprises.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So this week I think we're going to hear which of those are going to come to fruition, which is very exciting.
In the forefront right now, this week, Sunday, they added a cruise for Memorial Day weekend, Sunday night from 6 till 9 p.m., which I will be the DJ for.
Wow. So
Sunday night, 6 to 9, BeauportCruiseLines.com. And then you could also go on and look at the schedule further. And I have an all 80s, all night cruise on June 3rd, which is a Saturday night. And it's all genres of 80s, all night. People get dressed up. It's happened in the past in your best 80s attire, which some people have never thrown those clothes away, so they still wear them every day. So just show up. But we're going to give away some prizes this year for winners, including some gift certificates.
Bevy long drink hat.
Some Good Morning Gloucester stickers, so you can give to all your kids.
On their foreheads.
And then but like maybe a free cruise back. So it's worth it to dress up and maybe get your. Are you sleeping?
What?
Yeah, that's great. That's great, bro.
Here, Joey, hold this for a second. Look at his hand, shaking like a leaf. He's fucking.
Was
hurt.
that because of the
He's
story,
hurting
or was
right
that
now.
because you were just actually sleeping? Because that you actually do that. That's why I'm asking.
I just fell asleep.
There you go, viewers.
Nothing to do with the subject matter.
That's what he gets for making fun of our Pat.
I'm looking
Thanks,
forward.
Jimmy.
I'm looking forward to going back and watching that piece. Watching my what I look like falling asleep on you.
Well, your fans, a couple of people caught it.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. They saw me falling asleep. I want to see that. No, I have a touch of narcolepsy. And that's you're laughing. It's not funny, Pat. It's a medical condition. Pat, it's a medical condition.
It is brought on by.
You're not supposed to make fun of that.
that a real recording here, Joey?
No. Why do we have the Stooges?
I might have. Hold on a second. I might have a boat here. Hold on a second.
So
Go through the prizes.
what I'm gonna do is
Take a nap.
finish my story that Joey fell asleep to. But
Are we going to
all sorts of great prizes. June 3rd.
Pat, prizes.
Prizes include today the water bottle,
Course Pure. What is Course Pure?
That could be in any beverage bottle, Pat.
organic light beer, apparently.
Huh. Heard of it.
Yeah, that could be any kind of water bottle. And the other prize that's available today, again, I don't know, I'm more valuable one.
Course is the theme here.
Of course, is the theme today. This is a nice frame, though, if nothing else. So
And how many do we have?
we are up to 12. I'm unclear on whether we're up to 12. We'll figure the rest of it out later. So share the podcast, type shared, and your name goes on the list. If you haven't already done it,
Linda
some of
Jerome
you
Tubman.
have.
Linda Jerome Tubman selling me down the river.
There is no Stacey report today.
Yeah, we don't have a safety report.
Yeah,
But
No,
come on,
if
people.
you, where's the video?
Oh, we'll go to the video.
We also want to say hello to all the lurkers out there that have not chimed in yet. If you're watching and you're lurking in the background on the keyboard, just type in where you're watching from or where you're listening from, and we'll be happy to say hello.
So I haven't mentioned it. We didn't mention where that photo came from.
No, we
Chris
didn't.
McCarthy donated that. It was.
Thank you, Chris.
It was.
He took it from a men's room down in Naples. I know he did.
I know it was men's room oriented.
It was my Christmas present.
It looks like a storefront.
So not only are you regifting, you're reprising.
Re-grifting and reprising. Yeah.
But the
But-
frame
But,
is nice.
but
Re-grifting.
there's someone out there is a huge Coors Light fan, and they're gonna love that.
Mm.
But the frame is nice.
I thought that was very thoughtful. Right?
I've been waiting for this all morning. One more. Let's go.
It gets me every time. All right, here's the Stacey report.
Stacey report time. Stacey, self-addressed stamped envelope to Good Morning Gloucester, 95 East Main Street, here in our fair city, Gloucester, 01930. And you can get one of these. That's right. One of our best die cut stickers here. It's our best one. Don't miss out. Stacey report.
In case anyone doesn't know what a Stacey is, what is it, Jim?
Self-addressed stamped envelope.
To 95 East Main Street, Gloucester, Mass. Thanks, Jimmy.
Never gets old.
I
More
could just
people
I could have
walking-
a,
People walking up while we're on the road. I mean, on the streets, they're walking up. All of a sudden, I hear it. Somebody.
Yeah, we get a whole
Yeah.
Jimmy army going right now with the
Turn
chant.
around
we,
looking.
we should make some shirts. We should make some T-shirts.
We gotta make we
It's
have
like,
the fan page coming. Remember?
I got the perfect graphic for it.
It's like the Howard Stern
Look at
Baba
the
Booey.
nose
We got
hairs
our own
in this.
Baba Booey.
Look at the nose hairs.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you look 100 times better than that photo. That
Yeah.
you look, you're well kept. Your mustache is groomed. Your nose hair's a thing. Your hair is much better now. I like the new
Looks like
glasses.
he's had a proctal exam.
That's
Ooh.
Just trying to keep up with all the
handsome,
great guys here. You know?
handsome.
Yeah.
There's that.
Oh, thanks, Wayne.
Jimmy!
Mail trucks going by.
Did you guys got the Bernie, the one from Bernie?
There's a lot of Jimmys last
Oh,
night.
Bernie Mac did a Jimmy.
Where?
I sent it to you when you were in Spain, but I don't think you got Jimmy.
Yeah,
You got
I
it.
Did Pat put it in the?
No.
Did Pat
think
upload it?
so. I don't
She didn't
No.
upload it? No.
We'll have it ready for next week, though.
I'm gonna
Oh,
make a
surprise.
delivery soon. Now that I know that you're up and around and you can eat certain things again, and I know your nurses are gonna. Just,
Yeah.
Jimmy comes to the office just to see the nurses. Pat's
Hey.
got her own
There's
bartender
no dummy.
and bird guys, so Jimmy needs something. It's the nurses at the dental
good
office.
looking staff. I got
Bill
a good
Wren.
looking staff.
All right. I opened up my calculator instead of my random number generator picker. Pat, how many
So
shares?
what are we doing with Michael Bertolino? Is he out of the shares? Or
Yeah, he's out.
He won the hat.
He won.
All right.
He won.
I guess we'll just, if his number comes up, we'll just do another one. So 13.
Okay.
Instead of renumbering everything.
Oh, I get you. Yeah, good idea. All right, here we go. And the two prizes are the we have 3 prizes.
Two.
Two. Sorry, 2.
Picture and the water
The
bottle.
picture of the water bottle. Okay, here we go. Number 6.
Number 6, Phil Scannell.
All right.
Hat, or excuse me, picture or water bottle?
Picture or water bottle. Okay. Number 10.
Number 10, Gail Greer.
Gail Greer. Is she
Gail
from?
Greer.
Yeah, Gail Greer. There you go.
So
the
picture or water bottle?
First person to respond gets the pick.
And if you don't, we'll pick it for you.
Hours gone by already. Oh my god.
Gail Greer says water bottle. Gail Greer
Okay, water bottle for Gail.
by seconds, by mere seconds.
Oh, Phil gets it's just a frame.
What are you talking about? It's just a frame. That's a wonderful gift idea for somebody.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
So I just like to point out this is another week that went by that John Jerome did not do the jingle that he promised us about 2 years ago.
You know something?
I saw him last night. He brought down the house.
I heard John Jerome was playing in town last night, and people had to come to Frank Caputo's birthday party at Castle Manor Inn, where I was the DJ. They're playing music all over the map, and I said, and it is a big part of my show each and every time that I play. I said, John Jerome, local artist, is playing in Gloucester someplace tonight. For those of you that couldn't make it, let me play you his new single off of his album, which is available at Richdale, East Gloucester.
Oh, there you go.
I think it's the only place right now you can get it.
Wow.
But I did play I'm on My Way to Somewhere, which is the title track that we played during the 5K.
I'm on my way to somewhere.
I'm on my way to somewhere.
Yeah. He's very talented. Much better than I could sing.
I did the remix. He's on his way to nowhere. And he loved it.
So one of these days, potentially, we'll see that.
But John Jerome, yes.
We'll listen to the jingle that he said that you promised that he was going to write for us. So, but in the meantime, we're going to go out with our friends from over the bridge.
Playing tonight.
They're playing tonight
are they
at the
at Bernie's Beach Bar at Hampton Beach. So call ahead, see if you can get tickets. They're that fun. They're that popular. And Bernie's Beach Bar, especially with a 70-degree day, Hampton Beach is going to be busy. So go check them out.
John's dead. John says, yeah, he's dead. Yeah, you're dead. You're dead to me. Another week, you're going to be dead to me. Empty promises. That's all I got. We got to get Jimmy in there.
Oh, jeez.
Get in there tight, Jimmy.
Jimmy!
Hold on a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, no piping plovers or harm in the making of today's podcast. Thank you.
Give me one more. Oh, come on. You got to be good.
Oh, we got him. He broke.
Little town with big news. 411, come get the scoop. Wake up with Joe and the rest of his crew. It's good morning, Gloucester, to you. Oh, it's good morning, Gloucester, to you. I say good morning, Gloucester, to you. Good morning, Gloucester, from over the bridge. OTB.